Welcome back, everyone. Previously, in Part 2, Prospero's magic began to shape the fate of those who wronged him. The island became a stage 4, forgiveness, love, and truth. Now, we enter the final chapter of the story of Prospero. As the sun begins its slow climb over the horizon, casting a soft, golden glow across the island, Prospero stands in quiet contemplation. The tempest he summoned has finally subsided, leaving behind a tranquil sea and a sky painted in hues of orange and pink. On the shore below, the shipwrecked nobles wander, their pride stripped away, leaving them lost and humbled by the island's mysterious power. For 12 long years, Prospero's heart was a vessel for bitterness and a burning desire for retribution. He had meticulously planned every detail of his revenge, believing it was the only way to reclaim his stolen honor. But as he gazes upon his former enemies, now at his complete mercy, he feels an unexpected shift within him. The anger that once consumed him now feels hollow, a heavy cloak he has worn for far too long. He realizes that this quest for vengeance hasn't brought him satisfaction, but has only tethered him to the very pain he sought to escape. The chains of the past were not broken by his power. They were merely reforged. With this newfound clarity, he calls upon Ariel, the ethereal spirit who has been his loyal servant and the instrument of his magic. The shimmering form of Ariel appears before him, its light a gentle contrast to the growing daylight. "Ariel," Prospero says, his voice softer than it has been in years, filled with a sense of finality and release. "Our work is almost finished. It is time to release them from their confusion. Go, guide them back to their senses. And once that is done, set yourself free." Ariel, who has longed for this moment, offers a radiant, grateful smile. The spirit doesn't need grand pronouncements. It simply whispers, "Farewell, master," and with a final, brilliant flash, dissolves into the morning light, becoming one with the wind and the rising sun. Prospero watches his loyal companion go, feeling not a sense of loss, but of completion. Now, it is time to face the men who cast him out. He finds them gathered on the beach, disoriented and remorseful. Among them is his own brother, Antonio, the architect of his betrayal. The nobles look up, seeing Prospero not as a ragged castaway, but as the rightful Duke of Milan, radiating a quiet authority they haven't seen in years. Antonio's face is a mixture of shock and fear, expecting the full force of Prospero's wrath. But the storm is over, both on the island and within Prospero's soul. Instead of fire and fury, he offers something far more powerful: forgiveness. He looks his brother in the eye, and with a steady voice, absolves him of his treachery. Then, turning toward the sea, Prospero takes his enchanted staff, the source of his immense power, and snaps it in two. He opens his grimoire, the book filled with spells and incantations, and declares with solemn finality, "I'll drown my book. My power ends here." He casts the broken staff and the heavy book into the ocean, watching as the waves claim them, washing away the last remnants of his magical life. A profound sense of peace settles over the island. With the enchantments broken, a new and more genuine magic begins to bloom. Miranda, his beloved daughter, who has known nothing but this isolated shore, has found true love with Ferdinand, the kind-hearted Prince of Naples. Their union represents not a political alliance, but a bridge between old wounds and a hopeful future. The ship, which once lay as a wreck upon the reef, is miraculously repaired, its sails ready to catch the wind. As the tide turns, they all prepare to board, leaving the island behind. The nobles, once arrogant, are now humbled. The lovers are filled with hope, and Prospero, no longer a sorcerer or an exile, is simply a man, a father, returning home. The island, once a prison, becomes a silent, serene sanctuary, its purpose fulfilled. And so, the story of Prospero, the tale of the Tempest, comes to its gentle close. It is a story that teaches us that true strength is found not in vengeance, but in mercy. It reminds us that real power isn't about controlling others, but about mastering ourselves. The greatest magic of all, it seems, is the ability to forgive and to let go. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey through one of Shakespeare's most enchanting tales. If you enjoyed exploring the magic, the storms, and the heart of the Tempest, please consider liking this video, leaving a comment with your thoughts, and subscribing for more stories. Every story deserves to be heard, and we're grateful to have shared this one with you.